That's nice. Yeah, I've got a desk mount in my cart.
Hell yeah.
Along with lights.
Oh, lights,
Lights,
fame, fortune.
camera, action. Fame, fortune, admiration.
I got, because last time we recorded my OBS cutout, remember? And it was
vividly.
because I didn't have enough space because I have a shit ton of audio and video on my computer already.
Because your computer is tiny.
It's not
Your
huge.
computer has no space, no storage capacity. What is the storage capacity on your computer?
I don't know.
What's it called? A Mac Mini?
Yeah. About this Mac.
Because it's
16 gig memory. That's not a lot. That can't be right.
Wait, that can't be right.
What's going on here?
That can't possibly. That's
500 gigs.
Okay.
Of
It's
storage.
also illegal. People should not be able to sell anything less than a terabyte
I know,
in
but
2023.
I ordered myself a 2 terabyte external hard drive, and it
Nice.
was delivered today. And guess whose package was stolen off the front porch?
Oh, is it yours?
It was my hard drive.
Because they didn't deliver it to the proper address?
Pretty much, yeah.
Have you, filed away the complaints for all that bullshit?
Well, right before we got on, I was looking at where to do that, and I couldn't find it because I have a feeling that neither Best Buy nor FedEx really wants to take responsibility for something like that.
Did you pay with a credit card? Please tell me you paid with a credit card.
No.
Oh my god. This is why you only buy with a credit card.
You
Or
know,
PayPal.
I'm trying to
PayPal.
work on getting my credit better.
PayPal?
And part of that, PayPal.
PayPal.
I heard you.
Is just as good because you can also dispute through PayPal.
That's nice, but yeah, so
The nice thing about the credit card is, yeah, you can dispute through the company, be like, hey, my package got stolen. Can you send another one? And if not, you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to dispute this through the credit card.
yeah. From what I've seen on the internet, it seems like Best Buy might be cool about it and just send me a replacement. So that's one thing that's going on with me. Second thing is I decided to try to quit vaping.
Oh, shit. That's huge.
It is huge. Ultimately, it's because I bought pods over the weekend and lost them.
Oh.
And
I thought you were going to say bought the wrong ones.
no, I completely just fucking lost an entire full pack of pods. And I realized that it was probably because I bought pods and a 6-pack of beer, and they put it in a, just a little bag. I think we took the beer out of the bag and just threw the pods away with the bag.
That sounds so feasible. It's incredible how feasible that is. Feasible, as they say. Mm-hmm. That sounds feasible.
So, I have a couple lozenges that just taste like Altoids.
That's disgusting.
To help. And then I have this, which it's a vape, but it has
Just
no
another vape.
nicotine.
Well, okay, so
It's herbal. And it's supposed to help
it sounds like more
wean.
poison.
I mean, it's
probably
no
worse
worse
for you.
than. How could it be worse? The other one has nicotine in it.
But the nicotine isn't the part that's bad for you in a vape. It's all the bullshit that vapes.
Yeah, but I'm saying I am addicted to vapes because I'm addicted to nicotine. So I'm trying to break one habit and then break another habit.
No, destroy that. Destroy that vape. You're not a
You don't know anything. This is like when you were like, oh, if there's inclusions in dice, they're definitely off weight. And it's like, how come every dice maker is wrong and you're right and you have no experience with this at all?
Because they have something to lose and I don't.
You don't know anything. You were just assuming.
Okay, a solid shape, a three-dimensional object, the slightest difference in density anywhere within that object will distribute the weight distribution in an off way. It will like
but is it enough to affect the results of a dice roll?
With enough rolls, yes.
Well, yeah, if you're rolling infinitely, surely it's going to be off.
That's all my point was. My point was not, will this change every other dice roll? My point was, will it change the weight distribution?
Yeah, but it's not enough to worry about as a casual dice roller. As someone who plays D&D, having a fucking liquid core in my resin dice doesn't mean shit.
No, that's a whole nother.
Oh my God, shut up.
The liquid core is a whole nother thing, because that like is density moving. That is weight literally moving as you roll the dice. Liquid cores, I think, actually do fuck up the dice roll. Like, that's insane.
How would you know? Truly, that's my problem with all these claims that you're making is how the fuck would you know? You have no credentials to make these claims.
Who would have them? What credentials would that be, other than like just understanding the physical laws of this universe?
Okay, just because you don't think anybody has the correct credentials
does
no.
I didn't say no one has them. I didn't say no one has them. I said, what would they be?
I don't know. Do you know?
No, I did not propose this as a solution. You said you don't have the credentials. I said, what are those?
They're more than no credentials at all, surely.
Right here, bitch. No credentials at all. Okay, high school dropout.
I'm sorry, your ring from an overpriced university for forestry does not qualify you to understand the physics of dice.
But I did chemistry. I did physics. Like I
got the only A's I got in school were physics and chemistry.
You wouldn't know it.
No, you wouldn't, because it turns out if you get 2 A's and 6 F's, it's still all F's. It averages out badly.
They fail you out. They flunk you. You still get academic probation and then suspension.
I still want to clarify, I did not drop out of high school. I even walked across the stage in a cap and gown, just like Will did. In fact, at the same ceremony.
I actually didn't. Oh, at high school, yeah. You were there?
Yeah.
You've told me this. I know you've told me this so many times. I just like to pretend I didn't know.
I hate you.
You were there?
I didn't drop out. I took my last semester at an alternative school.
You kind of dropped out.
Which I wish I had taken my entire high school career
same.
At Bridges.
Though
that would have been sick.
I would have had I would be weirder. Socially.
I wonder if maybe doing the last semester was like just enough, you know?
Yeah. I could have done. Yeah, senior year was fine. Yeah, I'm glad. Senior year was honestly like the only one I wouldn't have wanted to skip. I would have wanted to skip like freshman year.
I would have wanted to skip all of the years, but
I'm talking about socially, like.
No, yes, I'm talking socially as well.
Yeah, well, you were a fucking.
I was a fucking loser.
You were fucking. I
wasn't a loser until senior year when I stopped caring about being a loser, and then people were like, "Oh, she's cool."
And then I was like, "Whoa, Alexa." I'm like sitting next to you and like, "Oh fuck." I've like known you all these years, and I've like never wanted to talk to you.
You're giving you the time of day. I've always looked through you.
I'm seeing you're in this class. I'm hearing this for the first time right now. You're telling me for the first time that you sit next to me. You're like, man, we've been in the same English classes every year of high school. Honestly, we might have been.
We might have. I couldn't even tell you. Did the trauma thing where I just didn't commit most of those 4 years to memory, so I can't tell you anything about anything.
I barely remember like freshman to junior year.
Barely.
Of like
I have like flashes.
Who were the teachers?
I know I had the hot government teacher.
Oh, Mr. Brandt.
No, the woman.
Oh,
She was
government.
like 25.
Oh, I was thinking U.S. history. He was a hunk.
I had him after they were across the hall from each other. It was just like a hallway full of hot civics teachers.
Yeah, who was the hot gov
I don't
teacher?
know. She had brown hair.
Okay, yeah, I had
know.
the
But she
put
was
her
a
on blast.
babe.
I had the not hot squawky debate teacher.
The blonde one.
Yeah.
She was really into Interpol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had her. She was shrill.
I liked her.
She was nice.
She was okay.
Like she was you could tell though she had like you could tell she didn't like high school.
Yeah, I feel like you could see that she cared to teach and she liked what she was teaching, but she
Yes.
had a very short fuse.
Short fuse, big chip.
Yeah.
There's
Same.
a big chip. There's a big chip somewhere on there. Hot government teacher. Yeah, no, I didn't
I truly
Coach
cannot remember her
Coach
name.
Davis?
No, it was Coach Walker.
Yeah, Coach Walker.
The hattest.
Coach Davis was like 55, bald Arkansas grad.
Oh, God. Somehow I
Probably-
just got a flash of his real face.
He was very chill though.
The coaches
was another-
always were.
That was a classic case of I did the homework in like 5 minutes and just pushed it to the edge of the table.
Yep.
And then Mitch and crew would just
Mitch.
light the fire,
That's wild.
and that fire would spread. And that fire would spread through the class.
What a beautiful mutual aid network we had going on
It was
in
great.
high
And you know
school.
what the most beautiful part of me? So my pro move senior
Wait.
year.
What's the most beautiful part of you?
The most beautiful part of me is senior year. You know, you did government and economics.
You did.
I did them both first semester,
I think I did too.
so I didn't have to do either. So I get totally freed up an entire like class or two. I guess for me, it freed up 2 class periods senior year or second semester, spring semester. Second semester, spring semester. Some people in the north call it winter semester, which I think is insane.
I mean,
So I went back to Coach Davis and I was like, "Hey, I've got like spots to fill. Can I be like, do you need like a teacher aide?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And to him, it's like no one ever is a teacher aide for him because you have to have like done the class. And most people do. Most people who've taken his class are now like done, like they're graduating. So he was like, "Oh yeah. Also, I have nothing for you to do. If you want to come in, grade like one little stack of papers every day, and then leave." And so every day I just
Yeah.
like, going in there grading like 30 pages of 30 multiple choice things. Like, all right, cool,
and you're seeing
done.
like your friends' names on there, and you're just like, ooh,
Like, ooh, I'm sorry, my pal. Sorry, my friend. I cannot help you here.
Kyle. It's not looking good.
Josh,
You,
I'm
like,
sorry.
See him at lunch, and you're just like, hey,
Buddy.
buddy.
Buddy, my guy.
You're, like,
Economics,
giving him-
come on.
Extra bite of the cosmic brownie because you're like, man.
Yeah, I'm
that's
passing him
rough.
an extra chicken nugget from the awful onboard Chick-fil-A.
Your fucking spare half of your Otis Spunkmeyer.
Yeah, I'm passing him a little bit Otis Spunkmeyer, if you know what I mean.
I always say spunk.
Let's also be honest. I lucked out and had the last lunch throughout senior year. So
D-lunch?
I was also leaving because I had senior
yeah.
release, so I'm out.
Bye.
I'm done. If I hadn't already somehow left by lunch, if I hadn't left by noon,
Oh, yeah.
I was leaving by like 1:30.
Yeah. Because all I had was, I don't even remember. I had like English, and I had 2 theater classes and 2 art classes. And then like, I don't fucking know, math or history or whatever the fuck. And I was just like,
Yeah, whatever. Some of those
After
like,
second period, I was just
assignments.
like,
Some of those classics.
bye-bye. Because I always had art or theater for lunch period and then art or theater for the last period. And all 4 of those art and theater classes that I was taking were like advanced. So it was very like personally motivated. Like there wasn't, it was more of like a study
The onus
hall
was
or a
on
lab
the
or
onus is
something.
on the student.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to excel? Prove it.
So I
Hey.
left and got high.
Yeah, I don't think any of you are going anywhere. Prove me wrong.
And I was like,
You know what? Let's be honest.
I think I'm going to go
Hey.
to Sonic.
Hey, how many movies have you been in, and how many movies have other people from our class been in?
I don't know the full answer to that, but I have probably been in more movies than most of the people in our graduating class.
Yeah. So listen up, listener, bitch.
So, how many people that graduated with us have their own podcast? Probably a good chunk.
Probably. Well, I don't know.
We're millennials, and we went to a middle to upper class high school. Like,
Only one that I know of, though. It's Jay's. Shout him out. Jay has his blockbusting, but I don't know if he still does it. Like I don't know if it's still active.
Jay Light.
Yeah. He had one.
Yeah.
Or has. I don't know if he does or does not at this point. Should hit him up. I should get on there. Like, hey man.
I want
I'll
to get on
te-
there and just have the entire hour be, well, have you seen this movie? And I'm just like, no.
You have. Yeah, I was gonna say you can't go on there. You're just blockbusting the entire industry. You haven't seen a thing. You haven't seen dick. You've seen Jurassic Park, which we've established.
Yep. I love it.
And maybe
Love it.
Jaws.
I actually have not seen Jaws.
Well, there you go.
I tried to watch. I've seen Alien. We know this. That's.
Oh, yeah,
I
we watched
count
that together.
in those. I don't know that area. Like I saw. Oh yeah, I think I've told you about this story before, where I got special tickets at Alamo Drafthouse to see a 35 millimeter screening of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Mm-hmm. And everyone I talked to was like, oh my God, you're so lucky. I wish I was seeing this for the first time. Like, I'm not going to tell you anything about it because I didn't know what it was about. I was like, I'm guessing
okay.
aliens, and that's all. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how aliens like are in it. I don't know anything about
Don't know
it.
how like they're in, around,
I don't know if they're
involved.
like the star or like
Are they the star of the show? Are they like hunting people to the death? Are
right,
they
or
like,
are they friend? Are we doing an ET or an alien?
Are we
Like,
eating
what
bones?
are we doing here?
Or are we going trick or treating? Come on, what are
Anyway.
we doing here?
So I go to the theater, and you know how they play like fun fact shit at the beginning at Alamo.
Okay, you have told me about this. Yeah.
So they're playing these fun facts, and even their fun fact shit was like, if you're seeing this for the first time, we envy you, And I was just like, man, this must be such a good, I cannot wait to see this. And I love being surprised. I am the kind of person that movie makers and like authors love, because I don't see twists ever. I've never seen a twist in my life.
doe-eyed the whole time.
I'm such an idiot. I'm so gullible.
Signs like M. Night Shyamalan's favorite fucking audience member. You're like,
I know. I'm just like, oh my God, it was water.
it was aliens.
Oh shit, dude.
They were
Yeah.
aliens all. I thought they were like goats. They were hungry or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
They were
scary,
aliens
just people.
in the water.
So even Alamo at the beginning is like, if you're seeing this for the first time, we envy you. Enjoy the ride. Blah blah blah.
Count yourselves amongst the most blessed of God's children.
Truly. And then they play this like 10-minute like behind the scenes thing where they're like interviewing the different actors and, you know, the directors and producers and blah blah blah, of just like what it was like to work on like they had no idea how iconic the movie would be, blah blah blah. They fucking showed the last scene, and they show him getting in the spaceship and everything. They played the song, like the boo.
Oh,
boo,
damn. Yeah,
boo,
yeah.
boo, that they're like communicating with each other with. And I was just sitting there like, son of a bitch.
You're like, is this the end of the movie?
this is the end of the goddamn movie.
I will
say
say I will say, okay, now you might have been like, had you gone in truly fresh and not had an actual movie theater spoil the fucking movie for you,
Which is
which is amateur hour. Come on, Alamo, fucking get real.
I can't believe they did that.
You probably being, doe-eyed and never seeing a twist coming, probably might have loved that movie. I think that movie's boring as hell. I can't stand.
I liked it.
It's fine. Even the first time I watched it, I was like, this is kind of slow.
Yeah, but you don't like anything.
I love everything.
No, you don't. That's
I
not
liked
true.
him
You hate
making
everything.
him making the funny like sculpture of the mountain
Yeah.
with like the fork. That cracking me up. I'm losing it. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm hooting and hollering.
LMAO.
Yeah, I'm on the floor raffle coptering.
Oh, I hate
Yeah,
you for
right.
saying
Yeah.
that.
I knew you would. No, the whole time I was like, okay, this guy's losing his mind, but like the aliens are real. And it's like that's not a twist.
I was going to say it's not a twist, but I think just it's almost like more of a reveal where like they actually like are like, yeah, we'll come like hang out with you, and he's just like
talk.
because everyone else is like,
We'll talk the universal
happen.
language. We'll talk the universal language of music.
Which is just math you can hear.
Hey, sign me up for algebra 4D. I don't know. Which algebra is music? Probably none. Probably none of them.
Algebra 40.
Algebra 4D cinema. Oh, damn. Okay, you got
Got a lucky dog.
you lucky bitch.
Little
Yeah, I don't give a shit
trash
about.
ASMR.
Yeah, here's a little crinkly plastic. Yeah, I don't give a shit about Third Encounter bullshit or E.T.
I'm just
or
bummed
Indiana
that
Jones.
I
Stuff sucks.
didn't fully get to experience it the way I would have liked to, especially with everyone saying I was so lucky to experience it that way and then just full on ruining it.
Yeah, it is very funny of them to do that.
I couldn't believe it. Just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
It'd be like you're seeing Alien for the first time, and they're like, "Wow, we're in awe. If you have
You are so lucky.
the most fortunate people in the world right now are with us, and they're the ones who have never seen this movie before." And then they
So
show
lucky.
like Sigourney like blasting it out the airlock, like in like the
If
last.
they showed, honestly, I feel like it would be like if they were like, wow, you know what? Go in fresh, just like enjoy the ride. And then they're like, here's the behind the scenes of when Bilbo is found out to be a robot. You
Oh,
know?
yeah, yeah.
And you're just like,
Or when like the alien busts out of what's his name's chest.
yeah, you're just
And
like,
you're like, what
okay, great. Sick. Thank you.
Was that John Hurt? When John Hurt's like, yeah, I can't. It
Is that
was
John
incredible. I think it's John Hurt. Maybe I'm wrong.
Isn't John Hurt the one in 2.5 Men? The one that's not Charlie Sheen?
I don't think so. Let's look it up. Look it up.
You,
I can't. My keyboard is so loud.
John Hurt. Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
I don't know the name of the
Yeah,
beta
he's
fellow from 2.5 Men.
Who is the beta from Two
Who's
and a
the
Half
beta?
Men? I swear to God.
Who's the guy who wandered off the set of?
Okay.
Who's
Can
the
I
guy who
tell
wandered off
you-
the set of Big Bang Theory and ended up on 2.5 Men?
I think my ADHDers in the audience, listener, is that you? I hope so. Will understand where I went here. John Hurt, Alien.
Classic, incredible actor.
John Cryer, 2.5.
John Cryer, sad because he's a
because
beta.
he was hurt.
Yeah. John
see
Cryer.
where I'm going?
Does John Cryer have a storied career? Because
I think he did in the 80s. Like, him getting on Two and a Half Men was like for the boomers and the Gen Xers to be like, whoa, John, you've from Pretty in Pink, from Pretty in Pink. Not a whole lot more there for him. Nothing I've heard of, at least.
Well, that's not saying much.
So, no, I mean, truly, these are not Stark Raving Mad.
Okay, I haven't seen that, but that's a film. That's a movie.
Yeah,
That's cinema. No.
that's what we call cinema.
I believe that's cinema. Stargate. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
About dudes.
Oh,
Or
sick. Okay, I should watch that. That'd be cool.
Holy Man, starring Eddie
Another one I've
Murphy.
heard of. Yeah. I actually haven't. I actually should watch that.
Never. I don't know any of these.
That sounds
Doesn't
good.
matter. That's not
Pretty
what
in
this
Pink
is
is
about.
good.
I do like Pretty in Pink, and I do remember him in Pretty in Pink.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I agree. Thank you for agreeing with me.
Hey, yeah. If there's anything I agree with, it's you.
Thank you.
Yeah, just trying to be a supportive co-host here. Trying to, well, maybe I could, maybe I won't. Maybe I'm just trying to fucking keep the conversation going.
It's
As we
okay.
reach this incredible lull where you're telling me about John Cryer's, I don't know, John Cryer's filmography.
Oh, let's talk about how you're in a fight with me. I'm not in a fight with you, but you're in a fight with me
What?
because we were supposed to record on Sunday,
Oh, yeah, okay.
but it was
fuck.
80 degrees and sunny, and I
Are you
went
fucking
absolutely
kidding me?
feral.
Okay, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
clear the air.
You want to clear the air. Well, I guess that means step one is to relitigate the entire fucking day. I wake up a cool early 9 a.m. on a Sunday. I've got an agenda because I know we're fucking recording at 4, which may or may not have been pushed to 4:30. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to work out. I got to talk to my brother on the phone. It was his birthday.
Oh, good for him.
And I'm doing all these things. I'm cutting things short because I got to get on to the next thing. And then I get home at like 4:10 to see a text saying, "Hey, can we do this on Tuesday?"
Let's just not.
That's
'Cause-
just not having. I know I've checked every box. I've done everything.
Did every
I've
chore.
sacrificed. It's not just an 80-degree day for you. It's an 80-degree day for
Sacrificed.
me too.
so much.
I too have said no. I will not be outside enjoying the 80-degree day as much as I'd like to. I'm going home to record. I left a bar where a wild stranger was talking my ear off about the most insane things. I took myself out of that situation.
And walked a whole half of a block.
You're not allowed to say how close I live to that place in case I ever name drop that place.
I'll just bleep you anytime you say it.
I might have been in a conversation that was incredibly one-sided
Love those.
and left at the first opportunity I got, not to be disparaging towards the guy. He was fine. Like, I just needed to get the fuck out of there. And it was obvious he was hammered, but
That's always fun.
I gave that up. I gave all that up so I could come home, get on my fucking computer, and look at my phone and see a text that says, "Yeah, maybe we do this on Tuesday."
Look, I promptly lost my mind the second I left my house. Like,
It's fair. You were sun drunk.
I was sun drunk as fuck, dude.
And you know
It
what?
was beautiful.
I have to say,
Like, magical.
you know what I thought of? Y'all weren't ready for winter.
You know what? It is.
And that's true. And this
We
is
weren't
evidence.
ready for winter. We were ready for the cold. We weren't ready for the implications of getting out of winter.
Yeah, you weren't prepared.
We weren't.
You got one day of nice weather and you just
I went fucking insane. I
Drank it
literally lost my mind.
no.
I said, fuck
You
the
weren't ready.
podcast. I straight up said, fuck the podcast.
Which hurts me personally. It hurts the listeners too, I think, when you say things
Well,
like that.
It's listener and
Yeah, well, they're
think
hurt. Well,
hopefully
they are hurt.
Listener has experience living in a northern city to understand that maybe my first winter I come out of it and it's 80 degrees and I put on a tank top and I'm like, I'm not cold. This is insane. And I just like, I literally, you know what I did on Sunday? I gallivanted.
Nice.
I
Okay.
frolicked.
Did you have a Galentine's Day?
I had, if it's one person, one gal, I had a Galentine's Day.
I
It's
don't
just
think I
me,
have any.
myself,
I
and
don't think I'm allowed to describe weigh in on that.
No,
So.
you don't really get to decide. But yeah, I just went fucking ape shit, dude.
Where'd you go? What'd you do? And I don't want to hear another like recount of how your fucking anniversary went.
I
Let's
won't
keep
do
it
a long-
brief.
I just
Let's do it.
hung around the neighborhood. I hit some patios.
Nice.
Hit a couple bars. Made some friends at those bars because everyone was going insane. So we were all just like crying and hugging, you know, just strangers.
Fucking amateur hour.
It was like we were liberated. Like
The wall went down.
seriously, it was insane. And
I've been-
then you know what? Today it fucking snowed.
Yeah, which this is insane.
April,
this
baby.
sucked. I was looking out my kitchen window. Yeah, I've got one of those. And I was like, there's like
Okay.
there's a screen like on the outside of the window,
As windows do, yeah.
as windows have. Well, not all of them.
It's true.
And I'm looking through the screen, and like you're looking through a screen, it kind of like
Yeah, it's like
blurs your
shimmery.
vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? No. That's snow?
No.
It, like, I truly thought I was like I thought my eyes were like fucked up. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to keel over. Like, I'm having an aneurysm or something. I'm about to
Right.
just fall
Start
on the
smelling
ground.
Toast.
My roommate's going to find me just a pool of blood from my head. I've been dead for 6 hours.
All because you thought you saw snow.
Turns out I actually died while I was on the couch drinking coffee in the morning, and I imagined the rest of the day.
Just very slow on the
Yeah,
uptake.
which is it's a beautiful sentiment. I hope that's the way it happens.
But yeah, fucking Sunday was really nice. Brad came and joined me for a few hours later in the night after we had fully established that we were not recording.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, he told me.
But then we had to like run home once it started getting dark because a thunderstorm started rolling in, and we had to do the like, because it was a cold front as well. So
yeah,
like,
it got cold, as we know now.
if we got
Snow.
caught in it, we would have like given ourselves like a cold or something. Like, you know, when it's like, oh, it's sunny, I'm wearing my tank top, and then it's just like temperature drops, it starts raining, the wind's blowing, and all of a sudden you're like, I am so underdressed,
Like-
I need a blanket.
Like, oh, I'm exposure.
Yeah.
This is what exposure means.
Yeah. So we had to book it,
Hoof it.
hightail it.
Whoo! I got hightail it out of here, back to the homestead, where you've got beautiful dogs waiting for you. Lucky dogs.
Just like that. Just like that. And just like that.
And just like that, they were home.
And just like that, the dogs are so dumb and don't know anything about time that if we were gone for 1 minute and we were also gone for 1 year. But truthfully, we were gone for like 2 hours.
Truthfully, we were gone for neither of those amounts of time. And our dogs are just dumb as fuck.
They
Because
just
they're
don't
dogs.
perceive time, you know?
How do you think they do perceive it, though?
You know what's weird is I think it's truly just like they don't have a thought of like time actually passing. Like
There's just no catalog.
I think there is a catalog, but there's no like that was in the past. Like it's just now and what I can remember, but like knowledge wise. Like I don't know if there's memories or anything.
My learnedness.
Yeah, but there's like now and not now, pretty much.
There's the books I've read and the books I'm reading.
But they do perceive time in some sense because Bert always annoys the fuck out of us and cries at the same time every day for dinner.
Oh, he's got that circadian rhythm.
Yeah. Or it might be, maybe it's light based. Like maybe it's, he can like perceive like a certain
level of daylight.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes
But
sense.
no, that's not true because he cries it like at night. So that wouldn't be true.
Well, that would put a pin in that.
Scrap that one. That's a bad idea. Never
Yeah,
mind.
throw that right out the door. Throw that out the same door you're
cut that.
kicking. Throw that out the door Bert's getting kicked out of so he can go crud.
He does love to
So we can
shid.
So he can go crap his own pants. Outside.
That's where we do that. That is
Have
where
you
we
ever
do
taken a
that.
shit outside?
You know, I feel like I've had to, but I don't think I have.
Yeah,
How is
fortunate.
it?
It's not that weird, actually.
I wouldn't think it would be that weird.
You like dig a little hole. I mean, you know, I did when I did it.
Yeah.
I had a shovel because I'm fucking champion.
I feel like that's like what you do if you're like
Because I'm a
planning
pro.
on shitting outside. Like
Oh yeah,
you're planning on being in a situation that you know at some point you're going to have to shit.
where you have the little shovel
Yeah.
and a roll of paper, and you go and dig a little hole, do your little wipes, and then put the dirt back in the hole.
Yeah. Yeah. That's flushing.
That's flushing.
It's
And then that-
nature's
and then-
flush.
And you know what? Before you put the dirt back, you put a little seed. You find a little acorn and dip it in the dung.
Dip it in the
You
mud.
kind of squish it right in the mud, right in that brown. Just kind of get your thumb really in there.
Yeah.
Just
And then
and then say
Pile
you will grow into a beautiful
and then
being.
you kiss it.
Maybe a couple times.
Depends on how big and strong you want your plant to grow.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be a big oak. Yeah, it's a nice looking oak.
Yucky.
Someone's gonna chop you down in 50 years and build a cabin.
Ewy. I don't like any of it.
Hey, you don't have to like nature, but actually you do have to like nature.
I have to make peace with nature, I think.
Yeah, you have to be
We don't have to
fine
like
with
each
it.
other, but we do have to respect each other.
I feel like you want nature to like you. Because if nature just respects you, then you're getting like Bobcat or something. I
Yeah.
respect you. You have to deal with Bobcat.
Nature's a bit more powerful than me, huh?
Yeah, nature kind of wins most of the respect wars. RESPECT, I hope a Bobcat doesn't eat me.
So, no, but then I don't know that I need to respect nature because
You have
nature
to.
can
You-
do whatever it wants.
Well, that's why you have to respect it. But you don't want it to respect you. You want
respect
it.
is earned.
You want, yeah. Nature, you're going to have to start pulling some fucking weight around here if you want me to fucking respect you, bitch. Mother Nature, bitch.
I'm not gonna treat you like an authority just so I can be treated like a person, okay, nature?
Yeah. ACAB,
God.
Mother Nature. Are you some kind of fucking cop?
Seriously, fucking bitch. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, you can call Mother Nature a bitch.
Can I?
Just, I mean, count your
Head
days.
bitch in
but-
charge.
Yeah, girl boss.
I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm doing.
we got hit with a big hurricane. It was some real girl boss energy. Lost our newborn. Girl boss.
What a queen.
Yeah. Took the dogs too. Queen behavior. Gotta respect it.
No. I am scared. Is that respect?
Yeah, I think that counts. I think that's what respect means, is just being scared of something.
So you don't respect me. Because you're definitely not scared.
Not in the slightest. I'm scared you'll fire me at any given moment. So yeah, I respect you. I'm scared every single message you sent me could be, "You're out.
You know
You're
what?
out, bucko.
Not working out.
Hey, you fucking loser. You're done. Pack your bags, idiot."
No. No.
See, that's not very that's not a very convincing no. That's maybe the least convincing no. No.
No. Hey, come
Hey,
on.
come on. No, I'm not gonna do that. I would never do
buddy.
that. I wouldn't do that
No.
to you. No.
I would do that to anybody.
I would never fire people.
I've never in my life fired someone.
Uh-huh. I mean,
I've never in my life fired someone somewhere I've been employed.
shut up. I've never fired someone from a point of authority.
I've never fired someone for real from a real job where yeah.
I mean, you can cut this if you want. You never have technically fired anyone.
No, I don't. I truly don't think I have. I've parted ways with many people.
Sure.
I have gotten someone fired.
Oh, damn. That's
At my last job.
That's spicy.
But to
Do
be
I-
fair, they were putting everything on me, and I was a junior, and I was like, this is not going to fly. I can't. I was working weekends, which is like so not allowed.
Whoa, what the
At my-
fuck? That's
Yeah.
wild. That's like
So-
step one of just, you can't do that.
I know. So I, like, at some point, it was like a week or two of that. I had a very short tolerance. It was like a week or two of that.
It took
It might have been like a month. I don't know. But
3 combined weekend days.
yeah, but still, that's 3 too many.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So
No, well,
I
I can get it. You're just not dedicated.
messaged my
You're
boss,
not
like, on it.
dedicated to the job,
no, I'm a quiet quitter, and I always have been.
That's the best way. Best way to be.
Which
Best
is
way to be.
so dumb. I do the job that I'm hired for. That's what I do.
Yeah, you want more? Hire me for a different job.
Seriously, change the job requirements and possibly the salary because
Well, no, guaranteed the salary. Yeah, change the job requirements, change
depends
the
on-
salary to match.
how we're changing things.
Well, if it's a lateral move, then,
I was going to say, or a negative move. That would be sick.
No, you're
If
not
it's a
allowed to
negative
reduce.
move,
You're not
keep-
allowed to
keep
reduce
my
the
salary
pay.
the same.
You're not allowed to change the pay in that situation. That time, the pay stays the same.
Yeah, no, I messaged
sorry,
my
this
boss
is my-
on like a
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say I messaged him like on a Saturday and I was like, "You have to fire I don't even remember his name. Let's say David."
Paul.
I was like, "You fucking have to fire him. You have to. I am not redoing his," because that was the other thing. He wouldn't do any work, but when he did do work, I had to redo it because it was wrong or shitty. And he just like would disappear.
Weird.
Like I'd message him and be like, "Hey, this isn't right." And I just wouldn't hear from him. And I'd be like, "We're on such a time crunch. I just have to do it for him." Mm-hmm. And I was just like, "You have to fucking fire this guy." They fired him. He was a contractor, to be fair. They fired him and made his management company pay back 2 weeks of salary
Damn.
because he didn't do shit.
Because he was so fucking bad.
He literally just like got the job and then like didn't do anything pretty much.
That's wild.
Which like understandable, but like he was like actively fucking us. Like
Yeah.
if it's
I
just
wonder
like a regular project, I can get it, but that was like a everything was urgent kind of place.
Yeah. Huh. Weird move.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
Again, I get it.
he's just like, maybe he's just like going around. Maybe he's just like, he's working at every company.
Dude, I knew a guy that also did that where he would work for us during the day and then work for like somewhere in Europe or something overnight. And he had like 4 hours a day to himself, but he was like planning on only doing it for like a year or something. And he was just going to be like early retirement. Like,
Yeah, he's pulling in like 2, 3 figures or 6-figure salaries. Like,
yeah. Which like, hey, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Isn't that insane? There's a slip of my mind where I say 3-figure salary, meaning 6 figures, because the first 3 are meaningless. Like,
Yeah. The stuff before the comma is like, who cares?
is just like irrelevant. Which honestly,
I'm pulling in a
that's
3-figure salary, baby.
yeah. Let's be
Hundreds.
honest. The 4th and 5th are also not great.
Yeah. In this economy. Ooh, I saw a TikTok recently that was doing the inflation of the buying power of a $40,000 a year salary in 1970.
Oh, you'd be rolling in it.
It was like over $300,000 in
Yeah,
today's money,
you'd be so set.
which is insane. The guy was
You'd
like,
have a
"It's
boat?"
$100,000 today. Do you not believe that?" Yeah, it's because I lied. It's $250,000 today. I also lied then. It's $350,000. And I was just
That's
like,
insane. You're in 5 years. I mean, depending on expenses, in a decade, you're a millionaire. In 5 years, you probably are too. Like depending on what you want to spend money on, but
yeah, I could never be a millionaire just because I love instant gratification.
because you spend all of your money immediately.
I'm a huge fan of instant gratification to the point of not having any money. So,
Well, that's good. That's great. I have.
you know, I have some money.
You got that little plant. Is that a Christmas
Yeah.
cactus?
It is. My mother-in-law gave it to me a few years ago.
You love
And I
your
have-
mother-in-law.
She's a fucking sweetums.
She's a sweetie. She's a
She's a
sweet.
sweater.
She's such a sweeter. If it was Christmas, I'd wear her as a sweater.
Guess again,
Yeah, I don't know.
sweaty.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got nothing there.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah, I like
She's
my
a
mother-in-law a lot.
sweeter.
She's a sweeter. She got me this plant.
Is that in a
But
pot or is it just a plastic?
It's a.
Okay, nice. Oh, that hole.
Yeah.
I don't like.
It's called
I don't like that.
a cash pot.
Yeah, I don't like when it's in a pot.
Oh, I do because it's so much easier to water.
No, I get the convenience.
Okay.
It's just, it's like weird.
What's weird
It's
about
weird.
it?
It looks shitty.
No, it doesn't. It looks
You
fine.
can see the shitty plastic pot like around the edges of the top of the nice pot.
You're being too judgmental. It's fine.
Oh, I know.
What about
That's
when
what
it
they-
goes
that's
all
what
the
they
way
pay.
in?
It's better. That's better when like the plastic shitty pot fits all the way in
Yeah.
the nice pot. That's better.
You're like, no, I hate that even more.
Actually, that pisses me off. Like you wouldn't believe.
Fully
No, I like
shitty or fully nice.
I like fully a potted plant
I just
in a
don't.
pot.
just because it's harder to repot them. It's harder to water them.
It's just as easy to repot them as taking it out of that plastic pot.
It's much harder. It's much harder because to take it out of the plastic pot, all I have to do is massage it, and then I can pull it right out. With this, you gotta like cradle it and kind of stick your finger down in there.
We gotta
like,
whack it.
dig stuff out, and it's just so much easier to. Plastic pots are easier. You're wrong. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about.
Plastic pots. Plastic knots. Get them out of here.
Are you sure you want to say that on air?
Your fucking mind around that. Wrap your mind around that. You incel.
Didn't realize we were on like, the fucking Will Rose experience.
The truth hour.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, I'm laying it down hard.
You're gonna get canceled, dude.
Plastic knots. You know what knots are good? Garlic knots.
You know what knot isn't good? When your panties in a wad knot.
Yeah, when your panties are in one. Kind of like yours are right now. Talking about plastic pots. Hey, you know what pots... I don't know.
What pot is good? Stock pot.
A stock pot? That's a good pot.
Marijuana.
That was my next one. I was going to say, what pot is
No,
good? The weed.
What's an actually good pot?
An actual good pot is... Oh, you know what a pot I like? A pot I like is the old Middle Ages, the endless pot.
Oh, yes.
That endless soup. Boiling
also
forever.
In the Middle Ages, the chamber pot.
Oh, that's a bad pot.
Are you sure? I kind of like the idea of having a toilet just right next to my bed.
I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea at all. Back then it made sense.
If I had
but it was
nothing
also
else to do.
So gross.
Well, everything was gross back then, so like, whatever.
Nothing else to do. Might as well shit in a bucket next to my bed. Push it under the bed too. I got nothing to do
but like lay around in bed. So.
Well, that's assuming a lot.
Right there.
That's assuming you'd be of like nobility.
Ooh. I definitely wouldn't. Another good pot. I got 2 of them. Similar. Pot pie, pot roast.
Okay, those are good.
Good pots.
Pots and pans.
That's so broad.
It's pretty broad, but they're good. Those are good. That's a good pot.
Another good pot, pot of beret, a little dance move.
Okay, I don't know what that is. A bad pot is the pot that calls the kettle black.
Yeah, not a good
That's
pot.
That's a bad pot.
Hypocritical pot.
You know what a great pot is? Hippopotamus.
That is a good pot. Bad pot? Pothole.
Oh, yeah, fuck off.
Bad pot. Worst pot.
Yeah.
Another bad pot? Despot.
What?
A despot.
Oh, despot. Okay, nice. I like that. Yeah, we don't like those. We don't like a despot.
Anything else? Any other pots?
Any other pots? Can we think of any other pots? I'm sure, like,
I'm running out.
If we had more than one listener, they'd be like, they're screaming at the top of their lungs. And you know what I'm screaming back?
Even possibly the one.
If you scream into the darkness at the pot, does the pot scream back?
You're black. You can't say that.
Holy shit. That's what the pot screams. Yeah, I don't know that I have any.
What about this good partner?
Partner? Evening, partner. Podner. Podner. Podner.
Podner, that's me.
Oh, the dumbest guy in the West just tried to say partner. Podner. Okay, cool.
Dumbest guy this side of the Mississippi.
Guess I'll make sure I have all 6 chambers loaded to blast into this guy's head as soon as he drinks his 5th whiskey and decides to mouth off again. Oh, you have a problem, partner?
Blam, blam, blam. And fucking Tiny behind the bar just keeps cleaning the glass.
Just
doesn't care.
That son had it coming.
Does not care.
Yeah. Just uninterested.
Strike up the piano. Like ding 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 ding.
Bang bang ding 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 ring a ding a ding ding ding.
So bad.
We're suddenly at the
Not
horse
talented.
races. We're suddenly at the Kentucky Derby.
Ugh,
In
I would never.
1875.
I would never unless I'm rich and can be in the stands.
Well, isn't that everyone there?
There's the infield. So it's like a NASCAR race where there's the
like
infield.
Oh, damn. Who's
And that's
there?
like cheap
ghouls?
tickets.
That's the ghouls?
That's the ghouls. They're covered in mud. They're all drunk as fuck.
Hairless, covered in mud.
They all like fuck
Eating
each
off
other and fight and like,
eating off the bone, eating like raw meat off the bone.
Yeah, they're all barefoot. It's fucking disgusting.
Hissing at the slightest sign of life. Like, do they kind of like chase the horses around, like hoping like one of the horses will fall and they can like
trying to scavenge them.
Yeah, if one of the horses like goes down, it and the jockey just gets swarmed by ghouls and just ripped limb from limb.
Yeah, and that's the infield for you. That's what motivates the jockeys and the horses to not fall.
That's not classist.
That's I'm just telling what I've heard from people.
Ghouls are not in a class.
Ghouls are just
categorically they're kind of
categorically.
They kind of live outside the social norms as set by society at large.
Yeah, they're classless.
They're in a class of their own. I mean, I haven't. Let's be honest. I have not been on the forefront of the battlefield for this campaign in quite a while. But my running pot-bellied pig thing is that for the last, I mean, I started pitching this idea, I don't know, 7 years ago for our friends Alex and Jessica to get a pet pot-bellied pig.
They definitely should.
And I think it's mostly trying to convince our friend Alex. I think Jessica is on board. I think Alex is the firm no. I could be wrong. Hey.
Hey. Could be wrong.
But I actually might have to change my efforts. I might have to make you get a pot-bellied pig.
Oh. No.
No one likes these. They're the best pets in the world. They're the most friendly animal.
More of just, I don't believe in my ability to care for one. I can barely care for myself and my 3 other animals.
But I think there's something like a dog and a cat mixed.
Yeah. You know what the thing about it too, though, is that
they're scary. They're a scary thing to do.
Yeah, they don't stay cute and little. The cute and little ones always grow up to regular pig-sized.
They don't always.
Most of the time they do.
They get to be like...
I mean, they're not huge, but they're not the little...
No, they get to be big, like an Ottoman.
Yeah, they're like large.
They're like a
large
they're like
dog.
They're like a dog. Yeah, they're like a big fat dog. They're not as long as a dog.
No, but they weigh as much as a dog, which is always fun for trying to pick one up.
Maybe they might weigh more. They might weigh more than a dog.
How much does
I don't know.
a full-grown...
If I am ever in a position where I can have... So I don't have a dog because I don't have a yard. And I've always felt like, I'm not like, I don't want to I don't give a shit what other people do, but I don't want a dog if I don't have a yard, basically.
Yeah.
I also, up until the pandemic, traveled a lot.
Yeah.
So a dog is infinitely inconvenient. And yeah.
Especially since you're carless too.
Carless.
Flying with a dog.
Hey, carless single guy out in the town with no yard. That's my bio. That's my Tinder bio. Tinder. No one uses
Dogless,
Tinder.
carless man.
Dogless, carless, yardless man.
You want to meet up?
You want to meet up somewhere I can walk to? Yeah, at first, if I can get a pet with a yard, if I can get a pet that needs a yard, it might be a pig. That'd be cool.
Do it.
That'd be
you
fun.
Fucking freak. Fucking contrarian.
Me what? Do it. Me what? Oi, you oinker! Yeah, piggy. And I'm like, excuse me, kind ruffian. Look right here.
Excuse me, swarthy man.
Yeah, you swashbuckler, you.
Swarthy young man.
Vert your gaze through me threshold and into the domicile where you will.
What are you doing?
Where I bequeath to you the vision of my pig, and then there's the pig sitting there.
And it's just like.
It waddles outside, falls over. That's the trick, I say. That would be fun. That's what I would teach the pig. That would be my first trick to teach the pig, is that it falls over on command.
All the time.
No, just on command. But it's a secret.
So
it's
you
a
just
secret
go.
command. That's the well. It has to be on command if it's a trick. I do a little thing, and then the pig
It's just like wow.
and falls over, and then it's very funny. But the pig knows we're laughing with it. You're not laughing at my pig. You can't be a jackass. If you're a jackass,
it's
then
laughing
I don't know
along or get the fuck out.
Yeah, if you're laughing at my pig, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I might have to grind you into bits and feed you to the pig. Because it's only that kind of pig.
A human eating pig. I think that's all pigs.
I think that's all pigs. I guess the notion is when they're human eating pigs, it's because there's hundreds of them. And you just throw the body into the pigs. And then it's there's so many pigs that they're going to eat it all.
Right. I would think, yeah, any pig is a body eating pig. But if you just have
Except
the
mine.
one, you gotta portion it out,
Yeah, no, mine's not a body eating pig. Mine's a vegetarian.
And yours gonna die.
My pig's actually vegan.
Well, say goodbye.
Yeah.
R.I.P. that pig.
That falling over joke. Well, that's more just
One day he's not gonna get up.
More like a malnutrition side effect. Oh, now poor pig.
Going unconscious.
No, we'll get you some human flesh soon enough. Don't you worry, dear pig.
Vegan until there's human flesh.
We'll find a vagrant. We'll find a vagrant for you soon.
One of those ghouls on the outside of society.
We'll lure in some vagabond.
Some drifter.
Them.
No
Yeah,
family.
Drifter. Mind making a couple pence. Yeah. Do you have a wrench? I've got a wrench if you've got the skill to fix my sink.
Bonk.
They're me just creeping over with a sledgehammer.
And then he's like, well, we've got... hide it behind your... Back really fast. Well, it looks like there's nothing wrong with you. No, I think you need to just look a little bit longer.
I think if you take another long look at that sink that's definitely leaking, long enough for me to bonk you over the... To what? Nothing. Did I say bonk? I meant stonk. I'm a Reddit loser, and I was talking about Wall Street. Boy,
did I
mister.
say bonk? I just bonk.
Yeah, boy, mister, you sure must do well for yourselves if you're talking about the stock market.
And you've got a sink that leaks. Wow.
And you've got this peculiar pig over.
I love the pig's just in the corner, just like
Just waiting, just licking its chops, drooling all over itself. And I'm like, easy, guy. Come on, I know. You're
what would
ready.
you name your pig?
Ernest.
Nah.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
the first thing that came to mind. I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Petunia.
fine.
Petunia.
Also fine.
I don't fucking know. What do you want? What would you name your pig? Colonel Bacon?
Yeah. That's a good name.
Yes. Oh my god. I'll admit that my names off the top of my head weren't good either, but
You know, it'd be a good name for a pig. Balbun.
Balbun's pretty good. Hey, do I have to do it? Do I have to do it right now? Do I have to go it live on air?
Do
I have to take back my name? Chicken.
Ooh, you took it back.
Took it back.
Honestly, a pig named Chicken, that's cute.
I would name my pig the name I came up with. Chicken.
Duck is a good name for a pig. Literally any
That's
of the
good.
farm.
I would
farm
name my
animals.
pig Goose.
Goose is a good name
Yeah. Also a Goose. Yeah. Name it Goose.
because Top Gun made it cool. So
Yeah,
like, it
that's what I was
could
gonna
be
say,
like silly
after,
goose, but it could
Val
also
Kilmer. Val Kilmer
Kilmer.
Goose. Yeah. I mean Val Kilmer rules.
be. Name your pig Val Kilmer.
Honestly, that would be sick.
It's a pretty good name.
It'd be an honor to be a vagrant that is diced into tiny cubes and served to a pig named Val Kilmer.
It's been my honor, sir.
At ease, soldier, as I chop with an axe.
Oh man, sorry.
Yeah.
I've got the heartburn because I'm the elderly geriatric age of 32.
Are you allowed to say geriatric?
Yeah,
What's it mean?
old. It's like a medical, like adolescent is the opposite of geriatric, I'm pretty sure.
But what's the etymology of geriatric? Because that seems questionable.
Okay. Greek geros means old age. Iatros means doctor. So it's like a
Old
like
age
pediatric.
as it's old age as prescribed by a doctor.
old age diagnose. Hey,
Garrus
I've got some bad news.
was it Garrus Yachtros?
Yeah, Garrus Yachtros. Geriatric. Like pediatric is ped is young.
Yeah,
Child.
pedophile. Yeah, we know.
Iatric is Iatros
Yatric
is
as a doctor. So doctors are all. Wait a second.
Cut that. Cut that.
You don't have to cut that, do you?
No. But I think yelling cut that is a funny thing to do.
Well, we'll cut that. We'll cut you, and then we'll cut me. We'll leave it all in. It's all gonna be in.
Or maybe not. I don't know. Who cares?
No. Doctor, read me the news. I've got a bad case of a pig that won't stop eating everyone that comes in off the street.
It's like a Hitchcock film in here.
I don't even know about it. That's the twist.
It's like, a Little Shop of Horrors.
I keep putting
just
out
like-
these pies on the sill, and then people, and I say, come one, come all. You want a slice of my pie? You're welcome to it. They come inside. I was like, oh, pardon me. I have linens drying on the line outside. I got to bring them in. I go out.
Don't touch that pie.
I say, help yourself.
Oh.
I say, help yourself to the pie while I'm out fetching the linens. But then I walk in, my pig has killed the person, unbeknownst to me.
Pie's untouched. Person's
Pie's untouched.
gone. Nowhere to be
person is
seen.
gone.
And you just go, well, I guess they didn't want any of my pie.
Well-
and the pig's just like,
The pig's just like asleep on its, like fully upside down on its back. just licking its chops, blood running down its cheeks. Like, well, I guess that friendly neighbor just had somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. This keeps happening.
Val Kilmer, did you eat the cherry pie?
Val Kilmer, you didn't. How good are you? You didn't even touch my pie. The pig winks at the camera.
I'm definitely going to remember what this note means. It just says, find Val Kilmer.
Find Val Kilmer, save him, protect him.
Hunt him down.
Val Kilmer must be stopped. He's a man-eating pig.
He's an evil pig.
Who's very smart. We don't know.
Really cute.
We don't know how he does it or how fast he does it. All we know is you leave that room with someone in it, they're gone.
You,
Kiss 'em.
unbeknownst to you, are luring snacks for Val.
Yeah. Save your
With
prayers.
your pies.
Save your prayers for the pies.
Oh, my God.
So yeah, I'll get a pet pig one day.
Okay, let's do it.
That'll be
I'll
real fun.
encourage you on that journey.
Sure, I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I can see no reason not to.
Me either. I know. I knew someone in Denton who had a pig.
Nice. Yeah,
And
I've known
It seemed
someone.
like it was fun to do.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine had a pet pig growing up, and they said it was the joy of their life. But you have to keep them entertained because they get bored. And
Right.
they start rooting around.
Most animals do. Not gonna lie.
True. I think
I
I feel like pigs are specifically engineered to root.
Yeah, a lot of. Luckily, we don't. I mean, our dogs are mutt enough that they don't. Even their dominant breeds aren't that powerful. But like, if you had like a border collie, like, you would have to get them like all kinds of like puzzles and shit because they're like meant to. Like, that's why I used to encounter a cattle dog a lot in my life.
Encounter.
I
Did I step in it?
I kind of stepped in. I should have just said I've been around cattle dogs.
I already know where this is going. So let's.
No, but they just like they'll like herd you if they're not entertained enough. Like, they need little puzzles and activities and stuff to
My
do, or
immediate-
else they'll just like bite your ankles to death.
My immediate thought was, oh, was that the cattle dog?
Yes.
Fun. You know what would have been way cooler? If it had been a cool pig.
No, then I would hate pigs. I'd rather just hate one specific breed of dog.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, there kind of was a pig in that area.
Was it me? Was it him? I don't know. Could have been two of us in one pen.
You could have been rooting around a lot. Squalor.
What a weird choice I made in my
Hey,
life.
you know, when you live in the mud, you're bound to get dirty. So,
Hey, amen, brother.
as the saying
Hey,
goes,
fucking man.
as that same old popular saying goes that everyone knows.
Yeah.
You sleep in the dirt, someone's bound to call you a pig.
Aww.
I don't know.
I don't know. Am I sympathetic? Am I sad? I don't know what I'm making. I'm just making
I'm talking
a sound.
about you, so it's kind of your call. Kind of making fun of you
Oh, good.
to your face. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay, great. You want to get into it?
Yeah, let's dive in. Now that I've called you a pig on air. For the record, I was not.